guys, and welcome to another Mad Chili video. This isn't iRacing. We're back. Instead of iRacing, we're going to do a little bit of flight simming today. This will be a little bit of a long video, I think. However, I was in two minds whether to do it as a stream or a video. If it was a stream, I would have had to delay it another half a week, and I thought, let's make it a video. I've got nothing to do this evening, so let's make it into a video. I know it's a bit long, it'll probably be just over an hour and a half, but bear with me. It'll probably be quite a good video, I think. Anyway, we didn't get to do the Japan Discovery Tour. I have no idea where that's gone. I'm hoping that maybe after I complete this one, the Japan one will show up. I don't know what's up with that. The Japan East Coast, the Japan Tour just disappeared. But anyway, this is the USA Tour from the USA World Update that occurred, 2 or 3 weeks ago now? I can't quite remember. Maybe it was 2 weeks ago. I thought, let's do this. So what this does, it is a little tour of some of the landmarks that have been added in this USA update. So we're going to be taking a flight from New York's Stewart International Airport, down Hudson River, past the Statue of Liberty. I've been there in real life. Very nice. Then the famous skyline of New York City. Then just short distance to Trenton, New Jersey. We're going to have a look at George Washington's first military victory. Then we're going to head up the Delaware River towards the city of brotherly love, which is Philadelphia. Then continue into the heart of the Mid-Atlantic region to find Wilmington, Delaware, and the Brandywine Valley. From there, it's on to Baltimore, Maryland. And then we're looking at Bastion Fort that inspired America's anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner. That's pretty cool. Before ultimately soaring past the stately monuments of the US Capitol, and we're going to be touching down in Ronald Reagan Washington National Airport. The aircraft of choice for this particular flight is the Cessna 208B Grand Caravan. So I'll pause the recording, and once it's finished loading, I'll unpause it. Anyway, hope you enjoy. I was going to wait until we loaded in, but I actually discovered you can see our little route here. So this is the route for today. Departing from New York, we're going to head, I'm guessing this is south, right? Yeah. So we're going to head down over the coast, going to follow the rivers. I think this flight is going to be conducted VFR, although I'm not entirely sure. This is the first Discovery flight that I've done. I didn't do the other one, obviously, the Japan one. I am flying with my joystick, so flying the Cessna, if I can do autopilot, I think I will, because this may be a little sensitive. I think it's almost certainly going to be a bit too sensitive. It's a very sensitive joystick, this. It's pretty good for flying the Airbus, but it's not that good at flying the smaller planes. It's quite uncontrollable. It's much better for the larger airliners, this joystick. And the throttle as well. The throttle's far too small, the throttle axes, but we're not complaining too much. Just a little bit. Anyway, yeah, I thought I'd unpause it just so I could show you the route on here so you can see. Departing, head over to New York City, follow this river, pretty much following water most of the way actually, and then heading back inland and then touching down in the centre of Washington. So neither of the New York or Washington airports are the main ones. I think they're both side airports. Obviously, as in it's not Dulles International in Washington and it isn't JFK in New York. But we'll let this load in. Make this look a little nicer. I believe we'll be spawning in on the runway with the engines running, I'm pretty sure. Yes, we are, okay. So, let's just give it a little moment to load in. We're on medium settings here, which is alright, I guess. Looks like we've got pretty calm weather. I wish I could move the camera around. The camera seems to have stopped working in this game. I'm positive, maybe it's just me being a bit strange, but I'm positive we used to be able to. This is what it's too sensitive. It's too sensitive going left and right. Look at that. That last bit there is so sensitive. Anyway, let's have a little look at what we plan to do then. ATC. Here we go. So this is what ATC is saying to us. They're just telling us to take off. Okay. Can I have a little look at the route we've got? Can I have a little look at that? So there you go. Look. Oh, there you go. This is cool. All the waypoints are called based on the areas we're flying by. That's pretty decent. Can I look at the flight plan then? Can I do that? Flight plan. So this is our route for today. So we're going to be flying at an altitude of 2,200 feet, past the New York Scenic Corridor, past the Statue of Liberty, New York Bay, not sure what RNGRR is, then past Trenton, Philadelphia, the Delaware River, Wilmington, and I think there's a few more. No? I'm pretty sure there's a few more, I just don't know how to scroll it down. It's not that button. Excuse me, guys, I don't know how to scroll this down. That's just... It's a little bit... Is it that button there? No. Okay, we'll just ignore that. Just ignore that. Right, your damper... I don't know if it's on or not, I can't tell. Right, I want altitude turned on. Oh, there you go, flight director, then... Okay, the yaw damper just isn't want to work in. I want nav turned on, definitely. We'll synchronise heading mode, and we'll actually go heading mode on departure. Altitude is going to be a vertical speed up to 2,200 feet. Just a very slow climb of about maybe 500 feet per minute. I think that's all set, isn't it? Yaw damper ain't working, so... I think we're clear for takeoff, aren't we? So let's get ourselves out of here. Is the parking brake on? I think it is. There we go. I haven't actually flown this plane, really. Right, maximum speed. Away we go. Out of one of New York's more regional airports. This thing is accelerating quite slowly. I'm not used to it, I guess. There you go, 50 knots. Actually, yeah, we are really struggling to gain speed here. I think this is just the, oh, I thought the game had crashed then. 70 knots. I think we can rotate about now, can't we? This actually feels alright. This doesn't feel too bad. Well, they've changed the button to just not used in these things. This plane's actually quite nice to fly. It's a lot less sensitive than some of the other planes have been flying. Z for the autopilot then. And we'll let the autopilot carry it away. I definitely want to be using the autopilot in this flight because, of course, we want to be sightseeing, don't we? We want to be sightseeing. We'll let it go on to heading mode. I don't think there are any flaps out, or there were, so we'll retract them because we don't need them. You can see now the speed's starting to rise. That's good. Now, I guess this plane's just going to follow its course, yeah? I'll go on to nav mode, and I guess the plane's going to follow its course. There are no instructions or anything. Oh, there you go, continue for south departure. You know what, just to make this flight a little bit easier. How do I do this? How do I tick sound? It should be here. There we go. Let's make sure we can hear ATC. There you go, we're leaving their airspace, and we're being told go south, which we are doing. That's fine. Let's just zoom it out a little bit. And then they'll contact us when we're leaving their airspace. That's pretty cool. Very slow to climb now, up to about 2,200 feet. Let's have a little look at this aircraft then. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the camera. I'm positive you used to be able to move it around with the arrow keys. Maybe it's just me. I don't know what's going on. I'm positive you used to be able to do that. I don't know why I'm positive you used to be able to do that, but I am. Anyway, should be pretty good. So up to 2,200 feet right now. Climbing. Speed is looking pretty good. Obviously, I don't know when we exit their airspace. You can see there's all the roads down there. Only on medium settings, so it won't be the fullest detail possible. However, to be fair, it still doesn't exactly look bad, does it?
Tower Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra frequency change.
Excellent. Okay, so we're on to New York approach now. We're requesting IFR clearance to get down there, I guess. I'm not sure whether we're supposed to be doing this flight IFR. No instructions were given to me. So there's a nav log. I don't know whether that's... No, there's nothing on the nav log. What is this? Oh no. They're reading this all out. Oh no. It's reading out Ronald Reagan Washington National Airport. Oh dear. What was that? Yes. Please don't read it back. No. What is this? Why? Oh. Oh dear. Right. Code 7026. Oh my word. What is this? Excellent. What? 7,600 feet? Are you sure? Okay. I'm not sure if I was supposed to request IFR clearance.
Turn left heading 165. Proceed on course climb and maintain 7,600 feet Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra.
I'm not sure if I was supposed to do that. We'll go maximum power so we can climb a bit better. Right, 7,600 feet. I'm not sure whether I was supposed to ask for IFR clearance there, because now we're going to be so high we might not see some of these landmarks.
New York departure Cessna Alpha.
I don't know.
X-ray Golf Sierra.
Do you think we were supposed to, guys? I don't know whether we were supposed to or not. Okay, the VFR map ain't any help. What even is that? I think the VFR map's a bit bogged. And then Navlog, Navlog doesn't actually give any altitudes, so who knows about that one? Who knows? Anyway, up we climb then. I know maybe we were supposed to be a bit... Yeah, we're going to be a bit high now for all these... Right, let's request a descent a little bit.
New York departure Cessna
Oh,
X-ray Golf Sierra.
they're having us cruise quite high up then. Let's request about 3,000. Let's request 3,000 feet. I don't want to go any higher than 3,000. I want to be able to see all the landmarks. So we'll request to descend 9,000. Obviously, we can't ask for decreased 9,000. It's only 8 or 10. Typical.
Request 4,000 feet. Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra climb and maintain 4,000 feet.
And then we'll tell them another 1,000 feet, and then that'll allow us. We'll ask for 3,000 feet.
New York departure Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra. Request 3,000 feet.
There we go. Because at 3,000, that means we can see all of our, what do you call them? All of our landmarks that we want to be seeing today.
Descend and maintain 3,000 feet.
Which is obviously what the aim of today is for, really, isn't it? We want to be seeing all those lovely landmarks. So get rid of that. Then we can just chill at 3,000 now. Enjoy the rest of the flight. Next waypoint is just literally called waypoint 1, because I guess it's just not needed now. In terms of the timings on this flight, I forgot to start the clock actually, but it says an hour and 14 minutes, so 10 minutes shorter than what we were initially told. So that's interesting. So we'll see. I'm not timing this, to be honest. Maybe I should be timing it. I don't know how far the way... We'll start it once we get to waypoint 1. Also, yeah, weirdly, New York Scenic Corridor. I think that's like from the start to the end. We'll definitely grab a little look at the Statue of Liberty. Maybe we'll want to pause it along the way as well, to get ourselves a nice drone cam in there, maybe. If anyone fancies that, I think we'll do that, won't we? God, I'm trying to figure out these camera controls, though. I'm positive you used to be able to move the camera up and down. Maybe I'm just being a bit old, but I'm almost certain you used to be able to do that. How many things are there left? Cockpit camera. Look left. No, that's not it. Can't figure it out. Don't know. That isn't it though. That's not quite the same. Like, look left, lockable. Left arrow key. What does this do? Absolutely nothing. Literally does nothing. I'm pressing the left key and it literally does nothing. Over to New York Centre.
1.125 Cessna.
Right, so we're at cruise speed now. We're just coming up to the New York Scenic Corridor, so we'll keep an eye out. Obviously, New York is it's the only place in the US I've actually been. Oh, what is up with this? Okay, we'll just get rid of that camera setting, I guess. It's a little bit unusual, but, you know, what can I do? So left, and then we'll just clear it. It's a little bit strange, but, you know. So these all rotate the cockpit view, not literally move it. That's really, really strange. Really, really strange. Oh well, that is that then, I guess. I'm positive that used to be a thing. Maybe it's just me. Where you could move the camera around, because right now I have no way of moving the camera up. Yeah? No, unless I press, space doesn't even work now. Oh, there you go, it does work if I hold it down. So unless I press space, I have no way of actually moving the camera. And there definitely used to be a way of moving the camera. I know this is stupid to do now. Look, up. That's what I want, up, definitely. You can see there, look up. Shift and up. So that's what that is, look up. That's just shifting up. Okay, shifting up does absolutely nothing. I think this is a bug. Wait! Whoa! What? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. What does shift up actually do? Okay, it seems as if shift up actually moves the, elevator. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this game, to be completely honest. I really don't. Yeah, it seems as if shift and then arrow keys is actually the controls for the plane. So I can't quite piece together what's going on here, but I guess we'll just leave it. Right? Yeah, we'll just leave that. It's not the subject of this video. We can leave it. It's just a bit weird, that's all. Anyway, that aside, I would like to be a bit higher up, that's the thing. But not like that much higher up. I'm positive there used to be a way to do it. Because I want to get you guys a good view outside. That's why I'm kind of faffing around with this. No, not U and P. I searched up. Oh wait, no, that's the up. Never mind. Up. And you can see here. Look, I mean, you got what's quick view. That's quick view. But none of these work. Like shift and up. I wonder if it was a control I've assigned. Shift and up. Why is this not working? No, not shift and num 8. Shift and up. I know what's going on. It doesn't seem to recognise the arrow keys. There you go, it does now. And look, see? Look, and nothing to do with the up key is registered to change how the plane handles. So it must be a bug where it's mistaking maybe. I think what's happening is even without numlock, it's mistaking the arrow keys for the numpad maybe. Or something like that. I think that's what it's doing. Like, without the use of numlock. Hang a minute. Here we go. Hang a minute. So I seem to have stumbled across some movement, which is shift, and then shift. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Shift, and then the numpad keys. That seems to do something, although not quite everything I'd want it to do. And the plane is being glitchy in the process as well. Yeah, this game, to be honest, as I said, I've made my feelings clear on it quite a lot. It's weird, definitely. I don't know what's going on with the cameras. The cameras have literally, I think out of all the things in this sim, The cameras are my least favourite. I really hate the cameras. There's no replay camera. There's no way to easily look outside by clicking, or even using a top menu. In P3D or FSX, you hold down Alt, and then a menu comes up in the top, and you can just easily select it if you don't want to right click. But in this game, there is no such option. Sadly. Let's set a bit more power. Let's go as quick as we can. We want to try and get this video done in a fairly good amount of time, right? We're doing alright at the moment. Next waypoint is the entrance to the New York Scenic Corridor. So we're going to be basically following this a little bit along. Oh, I forgot to contact New York Centre, my bad. So for the last couple of minutes we've been flying uncontrolled. That ain't good. And we're gaining speed quite a bit here, so we'll try and balance the speed so that we can stay at about 160 knots while not using like maximum. I mean, we've got full tanks. I'm guessing we probably have maximum fuel, right? We probably have like unlimited fuel turned on for this, because it is a discovery flight. I don't know for certain. So yeah, we're entering the New York scene. I just wish I could move the camera up. I can only move it up like in a certain direction, unfortunately. Oh dear, oh dear. What is up with this? This is actually really buggy. I think it's what I'm doing with the controls is freaking it out. Unfortunately. Again, the problem is that I understand that these controls control the aircraft and they do all different things, but unfortunately they seem to they don't work properly. As in, like, when we looked in the controls, this didn't show as, you know, it didn't show as being a control. Why are we picking up a glide slope? I don't know, we'll just ignore that. So for the next 7.5 miles now, we are heading along the so-called New York Scenic Corridor. So it's basically this river, and we've got roads off to our right. You can see there's the city of New York. Where's Manhattan? I think that's a little bit further down yet. And then obviously you've got a little bit of quite large land off to the side. Where is Manhattan? Hang on a minute. My geography of New York is not the best, to be completely honest. I have been there once before. Only once. I can't see it on here though. There's Newark Airport. Where's JFK? That's quite a good way of knowing, is like, where's JFK? There's JFK, look. There's LaGuardia, so is that... I'm positive Manhattan should be quite close to there. I don't know, because it's not too far to JFK. It's a fair distance to JFK, but it's not, like, massive. I guess we'll probably see it eventually. Probably see it eventually, won't we? Anyway, we'll know where Manhattan is because of all the buildings. There's the evidence I'm on medium settings. Look, it's not the best looking, is it? It's better than FSX, but it could look a whole lot better. I'm pretty sure. Actually, hang on a minute. I'm a bit worried here. I think we might be on low settings. Oh, we're not. Good, because my graphics card did an update today. Sometimes when it does an update, it resets the settings. It's just that this doesn't even look like medium, to be honest. This looks a little bit worse than I remember medium looking. It could just be because it's New York. I know New York had some FPS issues in this game when it first came out. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. This is Manhattan here. I just didn't realise it was so large. I thought it was a bit back. This is Manhattan. That's Central Park, look. Oh yeah, actually, yeah, think about it. This is an island, look. You can see there's a canal running all the way along. So that's Manhattan now. I just didn't notice it. Unfortunately, because of the render distance I've got going on, you can see some landmarks in the distance, but you can't see all of the buildings. Obviously, remember running a 3 gigabyte 1060, so we won't be having the best looks in the world. However, we can still see quite important buildings. I think I can see the Empire. It does look a bit ridiculous though, because Manhattan is basically just the Empire State Building and nothing else right now. I think there is a slight issue. I think this is lower than medium. I don't know why, but I think this is lower than medium settings. You know what, I'm going to stop pausing this game now. Otherwise, it's probably going to start getting a little bit stupid, isn't it? All this pausing. Actually, is VSync turned on? Did I have it turned on then? Good, I had it turned off, because that massively decreases FPS, and there's no real need for it. I was interested in that. But okay, so we're just cruising along at a very nice 3,000 feet. Quite a chill pace. It's, you know, quite a long flight, this, actually. I don't know how long exactly. Yeah, I don't know how long exactly this flight is. For certain. Let's have a little look. It should be in the nav log, however, I think it gave it in kilometres. Yeah, 450 kilometres. That's a bit ridiculous, isn't it? However, we're not sticking to that, because it thought it would take to get from one New York... I don't actually know, we have passed the second New York point now. So we're on the New York Scenic Corridor. We're heading for the Statue of Liberty now. And you can see here... Oh, here we go. Manhattan has started to load in now. That's nice. So you can see once it loads in, it does actually look alright. It just takes a while to load in. You don't notice it when you're flying high above the clouds. But then... Weirdly though, New York's the only one that's had this issue. I haven't had this in other cities. Which is why I thought my graphics settings had been turned down. So... I'm disappointed I can't move the camera up. Maybe I'm just being dumb. You know? Like, maybe there is a way to move my camera up and I've just forgotten. Oh, I accidentally put it in slew mode then. I was skipping through all the controls to see what I could do. Oh dear, that button just like turned on and off all the lights at once. Actually, I think these are all the lights we want. It's not the taxi lights. We can get rid of landing lights as well, I don't need them, we're not landing. But there you go, now we're in the centre, you can see the nice shore of Manhattan. The very nice Manhattan. Have we got like a nice, have we got an inside view of the airplane? No internal view. I know they all say external, but it's the same on the A320. Oh wow. We'll just settle for this wing view. There you go, we'll settle for this. Oh, here you go, we can now see... Right, let's move this camera around. Look at that, there we go, we've got the Empire State in the background there. Look at that. There, everybody. I think all this was already in the US anyway. There's Brooklyn Bridge, I've walked over that. Looks pretty cool, to be fair. I'm not sure which one is Brooklyn Bridge. I think it's that one there. I want to say, I don't know. The bubble is directly in the middle, so it's difficult to see. And then we've got Governor's Island. Is that Ellis Island? Yeah, I think that's Ellis Island. I don't know. Actually, maybe that's Ellis Island. I've been to Ellis Island. Yeah, the immigration. I don't know. I think that's called Governor's Island, so it might be different. That might be it down there. I don't know for certain, because by the looks of it, Autogen has made a bit of a mess of it. Although, we do have the Statue of Liberty. Let's grab a little look at that. This is why we're doing this stream today, guys. So we can grab a look. Can I speed this up by pressing shift? I don't think I can, sadly. I'm trying to get the best look I can. There's our plane down there, look. There we go, there's the Statue of Liberty down there. Oh, look, it's gone a bit weird there, the label. Maybe we'll have to do a video where we literally just, like, fly around the Statue of Liberty. We'll have to do that. Really? They're spoiling my fun. Anyway, there is the Statue of Liberty. Next waypoint is New York Bay, I believe, yes? New York Bay. This looks really cool. This is on medium, remember, guys. Medium. This is on. By the way, I think this video will premiere, actually. We'll make it premiere. I think that'd be a good idea. You know, it's something a bit special. It's a special video, this one. That was fun. Did I start the clock? We'll start it now, and we'll see how long it takes us to get to New York Bay. That's mad. It's so awesome, though. It just looks so good. Right. So we're going to start to leave this behind now. So we've done waypoint 1. We've done all these. Look. So waypoint 5 out of there's 20 actually. Oh, no, I didn't see all this. On this, so we head past Big Anlock Creek, Chesapeake Bay, Fort McHenry. The Lincoln Memorial. So there's a lot of things we head through. Some of the later waypoints are actually very small though. Hang on a minute, because I've made this an IFR flight, they might try to get us to take an ILS approach or something. We'll have to actually, I'm going to just cancel IFR now. That might be a bit easy. If I cancel IFR and just go VFR. And we'll just ask them about this. Or requesting into Newark's airspace.
Request clearance to transition Bravo airspace.
Because if we go IFR, it makes our life a lot easier. Right, 6635 is the squawk. I wonder if the ATT can, like, deny your request. Can they do that?
Cleared through the Bravo airspace, Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra.
There we go. So we're now going VFR. Just, it's a bit easier that, isn't it? Right, let's grab a look at New York Bay then, so you can see this. I don't know where this is actually. I think this is still. I think it's part of New York City. Maybe it isn't. Maybe it's just in the state of New York. It looks quite New York-like though. All the streets being in grids and things. Looks very cool. That's New York Bay there, I think. Looking at it, this whole thing actually. Maybe this looks really cool. And how long has it taken us to get down there? It's taken us about 2.5 minutes, so it has taken us about the time that it said. We'll reset it after we pass there. The next waypoint is like Ringer. I think that's just a regular waypoint, and then we head to Trenton, the town. Then we head to Philadelphia after that, so we'll get over past a couple more nice landmarks on our way now, as we leave the big massive city of New York behind us. So this next waypoint is meant to take us. I don't know. I should have started a clock actually, so I knew how long. Actually, there should be a clock somewhere in this thing, and it'll tell us how long we've been loaded into the sim. I don't know whether it's on the Airbus, isn't it? Who knows? And my next waypoint is Ringer, so we'll reset and start. It's supposed to take us 2 minutes 53. This is saying 3 minutes 15. So I don't know whether that's quite accurate. We're doing them out as high speed as we can.
Squawk 1200. Frequency change approved, Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra. McGuire approach Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf.
Let's keep asking about their airspace. So this really is one way airspace, we need to ask about the next one.
Request clearance to transition Bravo airspace.
I'm not changing my squawk code this often.
Squawk 5706.
Squawk 5706 Cessna X-ray.
Why can't I just like leave this alone?
Cessna X-ray Golf, Sierra radar contact neither. Miles.
This looks pretty cool.
November 8, 3,000 feet. Cleared through the Bravo airspace.
Cleared through the Bravo airspace, Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra.
Right, we're at 3,000, just about to head over. I don't know whether we're still in New York State now. I have honestly no clue. Oh dear, how do I get rid of this map? This little thing that's popped up. Oh dear. There we go. There we go, map. Anyway, that aside, it's pretty nice outside. We're cruising pretty quickly. I don't know whether this flight will take the same length of time as it says it will. So far, it's felt fairly slow, actually. I don't know. It's really cool though to admire all the scenery. You can see down here we've got some part of the US. Yeah, sorry, this isn't the greatest of guided tours, is it? To be completely honest, there's been better guided tours, that's for certain. There's definitely been better guided tours. Oh well, never mind. So this might see our route. Look, see that's our route there. Look. I wish I could get an ETA though for like the whole flight. I don't think I can do that. Get an ETA for like the whole thing. It'd be nice if I could. And also we'll try and have a nice smooth landing on the other end. Try. We'll try our best. So we've just passed Ringer, and it's taken us, yeah, it's taken us a good 20 seconds longer. That's taking us a minute longer than it's supposed to reach Trenton. So we're running a little bit slower than we're meant to be, according to this. I don't know what speed this has got us going at. I mean, you know, we can't go much quicker, so. I don't really know what it wants. Try and increase our speed a little bit. Go for another frequency now, is it? Oh dear. So it looks like this flight will take us about an hour and 25 minutes, I think. What waypoint number are we on now? 7 out of 20. Well, they're saying that. Waypoints 11 and 7, in fact, got quite large gaps between them. It's pretty nice to admire the scenery this though. It's good. Nice to admire the scenery. Definitely. So yeah, we've actually improved our speed by about like 1 knot. I know it won't make a lot of difference, but you know, it's 1 extra mile in the hour that we're flying. Yeah, it really isn't much, is it? Pretty good. I don't think there's much in the way of wind at all about the place. I don't think there is. Does that work? Don't look like it. There's the interior. Why do we need an interior cam? We've got one from here, look. So what's that? 8 seats? That's not a lot, is it? It's not a big plane, I guess. It's quite a small plane, in fact. Everyone enjoying it back there? All 8 viewers? It's probably how many views I will get, actually. They can all fit into these chairs. All of the viewers. Yeah, that's not good, is it? And then we'll have Colour Factory along in the side. Although Colour Factory's actually got a new channel now. I can't remember what it's called. That sounds a bit stupid, but I actually can't remember what it's called. Anyway, Yeah, he'll sit here, and then we'll have all the 8 back here. Anyway. Coming up on Trenton, actually, in just 16 miles. So that's gone quite quick. I forgot to start the... Actually, it hasn't gone quick. I keep forgetting. It's because this is in kilometres. Right, you know what? Let's just end this by going... It's going to be kilometres to nautical miles. No, not nanometers. I think it thought I put nanometers in. And my Firefox has crashed. Awesome. Oh, wait, it's okay. Yeah, nautical mile. 451. So it's only 243 miles. Yeah, 243.62311 miles. I've done that exactly. It really isn't awesome that it takes us 5 minutes to go this quite short distance. You know, we'll just max out the prop RPMs a little bit. Try and go a little bit quicker. As long as the torque doesn't go into the red, I think we're okay. There we go. So that's increased our speed a little bit more, look. Because judging by the ETAs that it's got on there, it is expecting us to go fairly quickly. So we've only increased our speed by about 4 knots, but you know, 4 knots is 4 knots. And our prop RPM is actually okay in the end as well, so that's quite good. So before we were at 70% power, now we're at 76% power. Got 89% fuel on board, so plenty of fuel. Yeah, we've increased our speed nicely, that's cool. Shame I can't retract the gear. That would probably help with speed a lot, wouldn't it? Right, 42 minutes into the recording, so we should be roughly halfway through the flight, although I don't think we are. I can try and add up all of what we've done so far. So, 42, add 16, add 16, add 21, add 20, add 17. This is all in kilometres, remember. Add about, what, we've done half of the journey to Trenton, so add another 22. So we've done about 150 Ks out of 450 Ks. How has that taken so long? Hang on a minute. I've only just realised something. I don't think the numbers on here add up to 450. Give me a minute, I'm just adding it all up now, but I'm not sure if they all add up to 150. Obviously, I'm not adding them up, like, exact, I'm just adding them up as to whatever their first number is, so we will end up with a slightly short distance, but only by a couple of kilometres. Actually, I think it does add up. Never mind. It does add up, guys. That makes it even more worrying. Add 4, add 2, add 2. Yeah, it works out at about 442 miles. Obviously, I didn't put in all. So yeah, it is. That means that we're literally like a third through. That doesn't add up with the timings. I mean, I think we've been sticking to these timings fairly alright. So that's a bit worrying. Well, I mean, obviously, I know like the first sort of 5 minutes of the recording were probably just me chatting, but really we should be halfway through by now, and we're not. And we're going the maximum speed that we can. So yes, I don't quite know what's going on there, but this flight may end up taking a little longer than it was supposed to. I don't know whether I can view. Why is there a travel to system? You see all our waypoints look there. Doesn't tell me what those waypoints are though. Would be pretty handy if it told me. But you can see, look, we're not halfway through the flight. That's where we are. That's where we are. And when we pass, actually, this is quite cool. When you pass Trenton, then it'll probably update.
Airspace radar service terminated. Squawk 1200. Frequency change approved.
Oh yeah, something from ATC for the first time in a while.
Squawk 1200. Frequency change approved. Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra. Philadelphia approach. Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra is type.
Since we're now past Trenton, look, and that's updated, so that's where we are in our flight, look. So we're not, we're quite far off halfway.
Philadelphia approach. Squawk 5417.
And that's for certain.
Squawk 5417.
5417. It's still on the previous page actually from the last time.
Sierra radar contact 6 miles southeast of Trenton.
Next waypoint is Philadelphia. So we've just passed the town of Trenton. There we go. Actually, that looks quite nice. I forgot to show you. It looks pretty nice actually. It looks, the draw distance here is much longer than it was in New York. Or maybe it just isn't as noticeable, I don't know, but it looks much better. Oh, what's this? Is this a golf course? I bet that sounds stupid, doesn't it? If there are any locals from Trenton watching. What is this building down here?
Copy Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra.
This, like, complex. That's pretty cool, actually. Maybe it's something to do with the army? Like, well, not army. Army? Yeah, army. I don't know what they're to do with. Right, 6 minutes to Philadelphia now. It's supposed to take us... Yeah, this is what I mean as well. I mean, to be fair, the times given are a bit dodgy. I mean, what is this? Is this 6 minutes and 7 seconds? Or is it 6.7 minutes? Like, I don't know what it is. It's dodgy. So, it's little things like that, though, that do make me wonder about this game. I mean, these developers presumably put lots of time into this game, and yet not one of them pointed out that the timing said that. 6,8, 2 commas. Well, they got apostrophe. You know, like, no one noticed that they said that. It's like, are you sure? It's just really odd. Really, really odd. Anyway. Yeah, this flight's definitely taking longer than it's supposed to. We'll see where we are after an hour. Although I think we'll probably only be a little bit further into the flight. We'll probably be around the Delaware River, maybe. Maybe Wilmington, actually. We'll probably be around Wilmington, I think. When we're an hour into the flight. So it's taking a little longer than I expected. Because even after the Delaware River, we've still got, even after Wilmington, we've still got these quite long 42 and 44 kilometre stretches. Once we do get past, like, eyes, though, all of the waypoints are very close together, so I guess that's kind of quite good. So you can kind of see it coming together there. And if you look at the travel, too, obviously we could see a bit more about how close we were to our destination. It was a bit more clear. But yeah, we're now in the state of Delaware, I believe. We're coming up on Philadelphia quite soon. You can see it does look quite city-ish right now. We're still a good... we're only about 11 miles from Philadelphia, so not too far. Pretty nice. Wouldn't mind going to a lot of these places in real life. I really like New York, so it'd be worth it. Worth looking around. Definitely. How is a wing light part of anti-ice? Can someone explain that? Wing ice light, yeah, off. Actually, no, I mean, I think that just highlights if there's ice on the wing. Although it isn't dark, so we don't need that, surely. I think, actually, did it happen when I pressed ow? No. But yeah, it happened when I pressed ow, that's why. I pressed ow earlier on, remember? Which accidentally turned on some of the lights. Do we need a cabin light? I think we're okay with that, a cabin light. That's the dimmest cabin light I've ever seen. You can see it in that seat there, the difference. I don't know if I can get it all in frame. So on, off. It's literally like really similar. It's a pretty useless cabin. You probably notice a lot more at night actually. I mean, it is a light, so it's kind of meant to be used at night rather than during the day. But you know, I think we get through the distance of this flight pretty well now. There's no. Oh, we need to request a Class B airspace transition, do we? Oh, no, we don't. Okay. I don't know what's going on, to be honest.
Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra. Request clearance to transition.
I don't know how to read these, like, lines. Like, I don't know what's the... I don't know which ones.
Sierra, X-ray Golf Sierra, Philadelphia approach. Clear through the Bravo airspace.
How do I know what level of declutter it's at? Because normally it puts like a -1, a -2, or a -3 on the screen. There it seems to be one level, actually.
Cessna, X-ray Golf Sierra, please acknowledge.
What are they wanting? Oh, yeah. This keeps happening.
Airspace
Rip.
Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra.
Right, we're coming up on Philadelphia in just 4.5 miles. We should see. There we go. There is Philadelphia. Look, got lots of quite large buildings here. Nice looking park. No special landforms at the moment. We've got a nice little bridge there. I don't really know if any of these are special in any way. Some of them probably are, aren't they? But I don't think Philadelphia has been custom modelled in this game. Really, like. None of this stuff that has been added in is really part of the US World Update, though. That's kind of the problem. Like, I think they did Atlanta, Dallas in terms of the airports, and then they did, you know, I think they revamped some of the scenery, but obviously New York, I'm pretty sure, was already done. I'm pretty sure New York was one that came by default. So I don't know about Washington, but definitely New York came by default in this game before the update. I don't know, maybe they just sharpened all of it. It's quite an iconic part of the US, I guess. I mean, if you, at least me, when I think US, I normally think New York. It's normally the first thing that comes to mind in terms of cities and places, along, I guess, with, you know, the other coast, Los Angeles, Las Vegas, all that kind of stuff. But it's definitely the stuff that kind of comes to mind is New York first, for me anyway. So maybe that's why. I don't know. I honestly don't know. And we're coming up on Philadelphia now. Next waypoint is the Delaware River. It's only 15 k's, so it should only take us 2 minutes and 28 seconds. It's actually going to take us 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Although, so that means the speed we're doing is not too bad. It's a little bit slower than what we're maybe planning. Although we've started the waypoint a little bit earlier than we were planning as well. Because you can see, look, it's actually supposed to be. Actually, no, I forgot. It's because it's in 0 miles, not kilometers. Why do they do that? It's because I've got like fuel consumption set to kilograms, and even though I've got it set to mixed metric and imperial, which means the altitude is in imperial. Everything else is still in metric anyway. Things like distance, which really annoys me. I don't want distance to be in, and wind speeds as well. They're in that as well. I don't want that, but that's just what it goes with. Right, ATC dealt with. There you go, this is the main bit of Philadelphia here. You've got lots of high-rise buildings. You can see here, look, this is what I mean. Like, New York, Manhattan, we weren't seeing buildings this far in the distance. I mean, maybe it's an optimization thing, but you can see, look at all those buildings, you know, quite far in the distance, over there as well. And none of these are special buildings. And yet we can see them off into the, you know, distances that far away. I mean, it's still not amazing, but we can still see them. I mean, it's not, this is what they'd look like really far away if it was on Ultra. They all look like this, and probably even better. But again, my PC can not really run high, let alone Ultra. I mean, right now we're getting a pretty nice, you know, this is a glass cockpit aircraft, so that decreases FPS, and we're recording, so that decreases FPS, and we're still managing. I'm getting about 40 frames, so it's pretty decent. 40 FPS. It's easily smooth enough for a flight sim, considering the fact that it's a glass cockpit plane, I'm over a big city, and I'm recording. It's fairly nice FPS, that. If I was to put it to high, it'd probably drop to about 15 or 20. So that's where you kind of see... Hang a minute, why is this plane not following this... They've gone straight on. Why was the plane not in nav mode, and how long has it been like that? This is what I mean. How did that even happen? I literally just noticed the plane going straight on, and I was like, oh. I mean, this looks like we want to land in Philadelphia. Don't trust me, we don't, ATC. I know it looks like we're at 2,200 feet, like, right next to the airport, but trust me, we're not landing here. That cost us a bit of time. Where is it headed? Where? Hang a minute, what's going on here? The plane's now heading to Wilmington already. That's random. Okay, we'll just... Yeah, the plane's already heading to Wilmington. Interesting. Well, yeah, we have passed the Delaware River. That's okay, I guess, then. It'll take a bit longer than planned. About half a minute longer than planned. So that means we've hit point number 10, look. And we've still got some longer points to go, though. And we're not quite an hour in yet. It was supposed to be an hour... It says an hour and 14, although the start screen said an hour and 24. So I think an hour and 24 is more likely. That's the one that they've actually calculated. This is one that's just been done by the default algorithm. It hasn't been messed with, unlike the other one. So, you know, well, I think this video should be about an hour and a half, I'm hoping. I'm hoping it'll be within an hour and a half. If it's any longer than that, that's a little bit annoying, because otherwise I would have wanted to split it into 2 parts then. But now I'm just doing it as 1 part, because I haven't done, like, 2 intros and things. And I don't like editing videos like this, that's the thing. Once you started recording, unless I literally do them as 2 separate parts, I don't want to edit it, because, you know, if I edit this, it's kind of like getting in the way of the experience. You know, this is why, I mean, this is only a personal opinion, but unless it's a game, I can't really think of many things as to why you should edit, unless it's like a game where you're repeating levels, maybe 50 times to try and complete them. But even then, like hobbies and things, part of the fun is kind of seeing the person try and then rage and then fail and then try again, then rage, then fail again, and then finally get it right. And if you've been there watching a video for 10 minutes, you know why that person is angry and why they're excited at the end of it, and it kind of makes the video, in my opinion anyway, a bit more fun to watch. You know, I do like the idea of the Let's Play. It's what my channel's all about, is playing a game and literally just giving you the footage. Like, this is the game. If you want it, go and buy it. This is the game. You know, that's kind of what it's about. Because some people just think, oh, I don't edit because it's easier. I mean, I know it's easier, but you've seen from... I did that Roblox airline review. I only managed to do 2 episodes. There weren't... To be fair, there aren't a lot of Roblox airlines, and I haven't really got... It just isn't... There's not even a lot to review, to be completely honest. But there weren't that many Roblox airlines. There's only about a couple. Most of them are American, which doesn't help. They do most of their flights when I'm asleep. Or busy. They do very few in the time zone that I like. Obviously, I do a lot of streaming as well. But I have edited videos before. If you look at the Roblox airline reviews and things, they were quite heavily edited, and I quite enjoy editing. It's just that for videos like this, I like to look at all the scenery. We're right next to the Delaware River. We've crossed Philadelphia Airport. I mean, even on medium settings, this game looks amazing. I mean, look at it. We're following the Delaware River along. We'll be passing Wilmington. I'm guessing it's a town or something. It is a little bit more countryside like right now. Now we've passed the city of Philadelphia. We are starting to get into. Actually, no, it's still about 40 FPS. I've seen 40. You're getting 41 FPS right now, so it's 1 FPS higher. If I look behind me, actually because the glass cockpit isn't in view, I'm actually getting 47 FPS, 50 FPS. So without the glass cockpit, we're getting an extra 10 FPS. The glass cockpits in this game, they are really bad for FPS, although they are extra screens that need rendering. It is kind of fair that they cause that. Right, we have 1.5 minutes to go to Wilmington. 4.5 miles, so that's not too bad. So we're just past Wilmington. Next waypoint is Big Elk Creek. I don't know what that is. Is it a lake? Creek? I mean, I know it's a creek, but like, what? You know, why is it called that? It could be like a lake-like thing. It could be something a bit different. Like, could be part of a forest. I don't think it's a forest or anything. But, you know, because it could look a bit more like a lake. It could have shiny water, you know. Kind of depends. What's this waypoint? What's this airport? That airport's massive. KILG. What is that airport? I do know that a lot of airports in the US tend to look bigger than they actually are. Newcastle Airport. Newcastle. 2 separate words. Interesting. And it's got 2 runways. I don't know how busy it is. And they've got a page on flight aware. They do have some flights. What was that from the ATC? There we go.
Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra. Philadelphia approach Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra.
Okay, next waypoint is Big Elk Creek, 23 miles. Past an hour into this, so I'm expecting to be finished in the next half an hour then. So past Wilmington, let's have a look at this airport. So this is New Space Castle. That sounds weird to me, because I'm used to Newcastle being one place. Newcastle isn't 2 words. Anyway, that aside, what's that down? Is that a park? What is that? I don't know what that is. It could be autogen messing stuff up. Who knows? And those are some really thin houses. Are they like bungalows or something? They're literally like really flat. Hang on a minute, I want to pause this. What is that? Is it just me or like that lorry is as tall as that house? Is that right? That those houses are that short? Is that supposed to be like that? Yeah, from the air, look, these airports do not look good. that's medium settings for you. Well, I've never noticed it when flying in the AV2NX. You know, like the distant quality. I think maybe it's because. In fact, I don't know what's going on with that runway. I mean, I'm really close to it and it looks dodgy. So, I don't know what that's about. In fact, from far away it looks better, so I don't know what's going on there. Maybe it's just not like a well-done airport. I mean, I think what it is, it's only rendering. I think it must be because this is like a discovery flight, so it's only rendering the things it, like, needs to. because it knows where I'm flying. It knows exactly what waypoints to use. I don't know. Next waypoint, yeah, Big Elk Creek, and then it's Chesapeake. Chesapeake or Chesapeake? I don't know. Again, if anyone watching this actually recognises these places and their names, please tell me. We've still got quite a long way to go, that's the thing. I mean, even after Big Elk Creek, we've got 7 minutes, 14 minutes easily. We've got 20, 24. It's actually about half an hour, to be fair. It's about half an hour from now, which is fair. Just this flight has felt quite long, really, for what it's been. Although I think I should be okay. As I mean, trying to get this uploaded. I mean, it's currently 8:30 my local time in the evening, so getting this uploaded before the evening's finished might be a bit of a challenge. I'm finishing at 9 o'clock. If it's an hour and a half video, it'll take roughly an hour and a half to upload, so might have to leave it until the morning to upload it. Doesn't matter, it won't impact the release of the video. It'll still release at around about 4 o'clock tomorrow on the Monday. Hopefully, should do. I thought this video would be about an hour and a half, to be fair. That's what I was planning on it being, about an hour and a half. It's been a pretty cool little flight this. I've really enjoyed it. It's nice and chill, this game, you know? It's very chill. Flight sim is always quite chill. But with the good scenery, if this was FSX, I would have been cruising around for an hour and being like, right, what do I look at? Because I'm not sure, there's just some fields. But you can actually, you know, I mean, particularly over New York, which was a specially handcrafted city, you go, oh, there's Manhattan. Oh, there's the Empire State. Oh, there's the Statue of Liberty. It looks really cool. Really amazing. And unlike FSX, I'm going to worry about it running out of memory as well. This game runs better than FSX as well because of the fact that it's 64-bit, not 32. I mean, if this game was 32-bit, that'd be pretty appalling, right? I mean, this game wouldn't work 32-bit, it'd crash instantly. I mean, no, Microsoft, they'd invent 128-bit to get this game to work. This game's pretty crazy. Is 128-bit a thing? I don't think it is. I'm pretty sure... I mean, operating systems only go up to a 64-bit. Yeah, who knows? Because it goes 32, 64, 120, then it's 256, and then 512. If I'm adding that up correctly. Hopefully I am. Right, I'm excited to see how Big Elk Creek looks. Is this Big Elk Creek? I was wondering what it would look like. I think it's a, a minute. Why is it even called Big Elk? Is it because of the shape? And then obviously, is that Chesapeake Bay or Chesapeake Bay? Who knows? Then we've got a couple of just random waypoints. Actually, we're passing Fort McHenry as well. But, I mean, I'm excited to see what the Lincoln Memorial looks like. I don't actually know. I know this might sound a bit stupid. I don't actually know what the Lincoln Memorial is. I'm going to search it up so I don't look stupid. Let's have a look. Oh, that's... yeah, I know what that is. Totally mind blank. Yeah, I know what that is. I've seen it. I've seen it on The Simpsons, actually, but yes. I don't know why. For somebody to know what the Statue of Liberty is and not the Lincoln Memorial, or maybe that's a little bit odd, I don't know. But I think more people know what the Statue of Liberty is, right? I don't know. I'm just not going to go there because I have no clue. I'm not going to make anybody angry. Oh dear. Anyway, actually, what about the wind? What's the wind? Oh, I mean, I was wondering if I was supposed to be doing something. ATC haven't chatted to me for absolutely forever. They just had enough of me. ATC just want to be quiet now. They're like, nope, this pilot's too annoying. We'll just stop talking to him. No, I'm sure that's not what it is. Actually, we're getting a bit of a tail. We're getting a bit of a headwind. If we weren't getting that 6-knot headwind, we'd be able to go a bit quicker, guys. I know, it's only like 5 knots it's impacting us, but you know, 5 knots is 5 knots. That's 5 miles over an hour. And I know that's really not a lot. But you know, this flight probably going to be could have been a bit better if we took a bit less fuel. We literally had full tanks. I'm pretty sure we didn't need full tanks. But, you know, that's for the game to decide, not me. Right, we're coming to Big Elk Creek. So this is Big Elk Creek here. This is it here, I guess. This little bit. I don't know why it's called Big Elk. I wouldn't know. Then we got Chesapeake Bay, and then we passed the Fort McHenry. Yeah, that's right. After that, so that's pretty good. So if we look at the travel too, we should now see that we are a decent way through the flight. Yeah. So we're past halfway now. Should be able to see. You can see there we are now. Look. We're past halfway in the flight. Still got some long gaps between some waypoints still to go. However, it's getting better. Right, 5 minutes and 15 seconds. So it's meant to take 4. So we are wasting a good... For every 5 minutes we fly, we're wasting about 45 seconds. So in an hour and 15-minute flight, that's 12... It's about 15 lots of 5. So 15 times 0.75. We're wasting about 11 minutes. So it's probably going to be about an hour and 25-minute flight, I suspect. This one. Looking at that. I don't know why I'm using... We're using a lot of maths today, aren't we? We're adding up all the ETAs and all the rest of it. This wasn't supposed to be a maths lesson. You didn't come here to learn, like, Pythagoras by any chance? If you did, it's a squared plus b squared equals c squared. I don't think people are watching for that, though. No, I'm pretty sure they're not. In fact, if you've actually watched the video to this point, and you heard that, please comment down below. I want to see if people actually watch my videos for that long. Be interested if they do. Anyway, just random. Anyway, over to next frequency. This looks pretty cool. I really like this area. Actually, we've got nice little islands, and we've got lots of sea as well around the place. This is a pretty nice looking area, I think. Pretty nice. Right, 3 minutes 40 to Chesapeake Bay, and then from there it's on to Fort McHenry. Something's gone a bit weird with our nav display. It's displaying the pink line from one waypoint to the next as the next waypoint from where we are. That's a little bit strange. I don't know why it's doing that. It just is. We'll ignore that. I mean, despite the fact that this plane is quite slow, it's a cool plane, the Caravan. I maybe would have preferred to do this flight in the TBM or something, although it doesn't really matter. It's quite a cool thing. By the way, if you guys hear Discord notifications in the background, it's because I've opened Discord. Never mind, there's nothing on there. Just checking for updates about the fly-by-wire plane to update you on if there are any. I'm still waiting for any kind of updates. We'll just synchronise the heading with our current heading because I think that's pretty useful. Although it sets our heading to the wrong thing because our current heading is not 250. It's that there. I don't know what's going on with that. Right, just past... actually, no, we haven't passed Chesapeake Bay yet. This is the bay in question. In fact, this whole thing's a bay, isn't it? This all looks the same to me. I think that's the bay there, that bit that kind of tucks into the land, maybe. Although we're only... Okay, we're still 4.5 miles from it. That's okay. I think that is the bay then. Then we've got Fort McHenry after that, and then the next waypoint after that is another long gap. But then after all these long gaps between waypoints... That's it. That's all we have to deal with, guys. after that, we finally have just literally really short gaps then. You know, under 2 minutes, almost a minute, under a minute, under a minute, under a minute. So they are really close together. Presumably there's a path to guide us into Washington, is my guess. I don't know whether Washington's showing up on the airports list. I don't think it will be yet. There's a lot of airports in our area. This kind of highlights how many airports there are in this game, actually. There are a lot. Why is there an airport literally called Scotty's Place? What is that? What is that, an airport? I want to Google that. I doubt there'll be anything on there. DE29 Airport. I doubt there'll be anything about it. Oh, there is as well. It's on AirNav. It's literally called Scotty's Place in Delaware. Private use. Oh, it's a private use airport. That's interesting. It's a pretty weird name for an airport, I think. There you go, next waypoint is now Fort McHenry, about 20 miles. There is Chesapeake Bay, that's the bay then. Quite a nice looking bay, actually. Kind of cuts in through this land. It doesn't cut all the way through, I don't think, anywhere, does it? No. Don't know why that's even interesting. Is that a bridge? What is that kind of runs... Actually, is that a road, but like... Well, it can't be a road. It looks like it's a road over there, but it can't be, because it kind of expires there. What is that? Seriously, what is that, guys? I don't... It looks like a little patch of dirty water or something. That's interesting. It's almost like a little barrier. I think what it must be, maybe in real life there's a little barrier that they built up, but it only shows up like this. In the game it shows up as like some weird 2D mess, because it's just been copied from Bing Maps. That's probably what's happened. Whatever it is, it's pretty weird looking. If anyone knows what this is, or at least what it's supposed to be, please comment down below. Going up to Fort McHenry now, just 5 minutes, and then after that, I said hopefully, I think after that all of our waypoints are fairly close. Actually no, maybe after Fort McHenry there's a long gap. Yeah, there is. But then after that, look, you can see there that the waypoint's basically curves to get a nice path into Washington. But you see, we're not that far from Washington now, so that's good. Good to see. Because this straight, honestly, this recording is, you know, this flight's lasting longer than I thought it would. Well, longer than the game said it would, in fact. I mean, I think we took off about 8 minutes into the recording, maybe, so I was expecting this recording to probably be about an hour and 35 minutes long. But at this rate, I don't think we'll be touching down in 20 minutes. I really don't think we will. I don't know how long we've got left. So let's say we've got about 24k plus. So it's about 15k, and then add on all the other waypoints. So 44, 11, 8, 5, 4, 2, 2. So it's not, we've still got about 91k's to go, so we've still got quite a while. I mean, to be fair, actually 91k is a lot less in nautical miles. It's about 49 nautical miles, so it's not too far then. It should take us about, well, it should take us about a third of an hour, so that is, we're doing so much maths, about, yeah, I don't know why I need a calculator for that, my brain is not working. 60 divided by 3 is 20 minutes. So actually I think we should be about 20 minutes from Washington then. That's not too bad. Also, let's see if we keep our current speed up, which we should easily do. We haven't got to do anything on ATC, have we? Yeah, good. We can request Class B airspace. I think we've already passed it by now, but you know.
Request clearance to transition Bravo airspace.
Cessna Alpha Sierra, X-ray Golf Sierra, Potomac approach. Cleared through the Bravo airspace.
Cleared through Bravo airspace, Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra.
That bit, that's done. What's this then? This area here we're seeing, is that... No, we're not quite by Fort McHenry yet. I think this is Fort McHenry up here. This is just like another little kind of... Well, it actually looks really nice. There's an airport back there as well. Where's that? KMTN. Where is that? That is... Martin State Airport. But we're in Baltimore now. We've crossed over into Baltimore. Hang a minute. What's going on here? So... Oh yeah, middle... Baltimore MD... I think it might be... Air Nav is saying it's in Baltimore. And... Oh no, MD, so it's in Maryland. There we go, it's in Maryland, not Baltimore. Is Baltimore even a state? I think it is, isn't it? I don't know. We're in Maryland, that's the state. Okay, there you go, this is Fort McHenry then. It is showing up as a landmark, so it must be a landmark that they added in the game. We can see it's getting closer to it. Look, with the kilometers counting down, slowly but surely, very slowly and very surely. Does that make any sense? Who knows? We need to change frequencies.
119.0 Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra. Potomac approach Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra 3,000 feet.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra Potomac approach continuous plan. Q1H29.9
There we go. That should be enough. Yeah, that's fine. And here we go, this is Fort McHenry then. That's a pretty cool looking building down there. You can see, looks like some sort of memorial, I'm guessing. Is this the scene of Washington's first battle? I'm guessing it is. Obviously, we saw that on the, or not battle, something like that. We saw it on the description, didn't we? Before starting this, if you skip right back to the beginning of the video, I know it was a while ago. It said something about that. I'm guessing that's what that is. Anyway, looks pretty cool. Whatever it is, looks very cool. Next waypoint is Eyes. It's just a regular waypoint. It takes about 8.5 minutes to get down there. But then after that waypoint, we're basically in Washington. All the waypoints are literally so close together from then. So we've got a final 8-minute cruise, and then it should literally be about 4 minutes then into the centre of Washington from there. So we're nearing the end of what has been a very long flight, actually. Longer than I thought it would be, I'm pretty sure. But there you go. It's been a pretty good. We've discovered the US. Well, not really. Never mind. You can see, there you go. So we're going to be taking a curve, basically, into Washington to put us on a pretty nice heading into the airport. It's all been pre-entered in for us, which is cool. Definitely cool. We're not too far from Washington now, I don't think. We should start seeing it popping up on our airports near to you list, so we can request landing clearance down there. I don't know if we need to request landing clearance, do we? I mean, there's no other planes in the area. I think we should. But it's been pretty fun, this. I don't know. Okay, I've got 107 hours logged in this game. So, I mean, to be fair, though, one thing I've got to note, the hours on this game are highly fake because of the fact that, obviously, every single update you ever do to this game, and I have 2 PCs, remember, so each update I have to do twice, counts towards in-game time, so it's not really... Is that, Washington, one of Washington's major airports, KBWI. Actually, no, it wouldn't be Washington. We're not in Washington yet. It's probably Baltimore, Maryland International or something. It was KBWI. Yeah, Baltimore, Washington International, Thurgood. How long is that title? So it is called Baltimore/Washington International Thurgood Marshall Airport, is its full title. That's a long title. And yeah, Baltimore, Maryland. So the state is Maryland, the city is Baltimore. That makes sense. That makes a lot more sense now. Right. Oh, a little bit bumpy there. I don't think there's any more. There's no more waypoints now on arrival until we reach the Lincoln Memorial right before touchdown. So now we've just got a little bit. This is probably the most chill part of the flight so far. Just kind of cruising in a straight line along, admiring all the little buildings, the little towns. Obviously, it is nice to see how many big international airports we've seen along our flight. Pretty cool. And you can see there's our curve into Washington Airport. We might see Washington Airport on our airports near us list. I don't know. There it is. That's a long one. Yeah, Ronald Reagan Washington National Airport. That's a long title. That's the one we're heading into, though. But because I can't scroll down this list, I don't know how to go any further down.
Washington Tower, Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is 24
So we're 24 miles east, northeast, sorry.
Cessna Alpha Sierra, X-ray Golf.
Runway 19, that's probably the runway we're using.
Take 3 in runway 19er. QNH 29er decimal 9er, 2 with 282 is 10.
Fly straight in runway 19er, Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra.
There we go. So that means no ATC now until we're basically covered for landing. 3,000 will be a good enough altitude to start our descent literally as soon as we see the airport, so we can just continue on our present course for now. Only 4 minutes until eyes, and then we start to make the left turn then onto our approach. The final bit of the journey should literally take us about 5 minutes. Shouldn't take as long at all, so that's fine. Also, I've only just noticed, how come 4Ks here takes us 40 seconds, and yet 3Ks there takes us 1 minute and 4 seconds? Yeah, I mean, look, I don't understand that, but okay. Maybe it's because we have to slow down for landing. Is that what it's basically like simulating? I always slow down quite early in these planes, like I'm flying an airliner, and you just don't need to. You can go full flaps like so late, because these things just crawl when you go final approach. They go like 80 knots. It's a little too slow for my liking. But yeah, it's pretty cool, really. You can see all this in the area. You can see you're going to make a left turn now up here quite soon. Right, 5 miles to go to Eyes. Looking pretty good. There's a lot of roads down there. Maybe leads into the centre. We should start to see Washington show up. We're not massively far away. Let's have a little look. We'll request the airport direction and we'll be able to told. Why do I have to add in the isn't familiar with this area? You could just ask.
Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra
18 miles,
9 o'clock, 18.
apparently. I think it's a bit closer than that. Who knows? We're gonna be making a left turn, basically sweeping turn into the airport from where we are now. But yeah, I mean, we've already been recording an hour and a half, so this flight's definitely taken longer than it was supposed to. I was expecting us to be on the ground in the next 3 minutes, and obviously that isn't going to happen. We'll get like a overall how much time this took once we land from the thing, so that'll be quite good to see. But yeah, it's definitely taken longer than it was supposed to, this flight. Only by a little bit, I guess. We're just about to pass Eyes now. We're making a left turn towards Edward, and then we'll be on just following some custom waypoints then that kind of guide us into the airport, if you like. But yeah, we're starting to head in now, look, so it's only 6 miles to Edward, and then literally from here, the waypoint distances only get shorter. I mean, just don't count that last one, but they only get, like, shorter from here, the waypoint gaps, so that's cool. So we're heading into the airport. We should be able to see, I think that's it, maybe off in the distance, the airport. So finally, we'll be able to finish this recording, and so I'll have to upload it tomorrow. In fact, I will leave myself a note now. I don't know why I need to leave myself notes, I just do. Looks for nearest notepad. Always keep notepads, like, quite close to your desk, by the way. It's a good idea. It's a very good idea indeed to do. So I'll just leave myself a note, because I won't be able to upload it today, because it'll take an hour and a half, and obviously you can't shut down the computer until it's finished, unfortunately. A little bit of a fault with YouTube, that, but I guess it kind of has to happen, isn't it? It's going from your PC. There you go, I'll leave that there. Yes. Yeah, pen, paper, easy, the best thing to have on your desk. Right, coming up to Edward in about a mile, and then we'll pretty much be heading towards a final track with the airport from there, I think. Waypoint 2 is actually another kind of arced turn from here as well, though. And then we should also be then landing over the Lincoln Memorial. Let's get ourselves down to 2,000 feet so we can see the things on the ground just that little bit better, maybe. Also because it'll allow us to put up our speed a little bit. Maybe we'll be overspeeding slightly, but you know, if it puts our speed up slightly, it makes the flight go a little bit quicker towards the end. I'm all for it. Imagine we just overspeed it like crazy now and it just dies. That won't happen. It's if you if you overspeed it a lot that you end up with problems. So don't be like, oh, he's overspeeding the plane. It's okay, guys. Wait until the plane just dies now, I said that. Yeah, it's okay. But I just want to be slightly lower so we can actually see some of these weights. Actually, it looks like we're doing the river visual, actually. We're doing the river visual into Washington. That's cool. That's definitely cool. So like you've basically in real life, it's quite a well-known approach. This I recommended it. I've recognised it from a streamer's videos like Captain Canada, very good YouTube streamer. I've recommended it. I've watched it in his streams. I'm pretty sure, yeah, KDCA. What's this waypoint even? What's this place even called? Are you joking me? Look, even when it's stretched out like that, it still says washing ... That's a bit stupid, actually. That is. But it still says that even when you're like that close. Oh well. Right, we're now heading to waypoint 3, so yeah, this is going really quickly. I think this is the river visual, like basically follow the river. There is the Lincoln Memorial, we can see it, that looks really cool. What's that over there? I don't know what it is, because it hasn't highlighted it. I don't know what it is, but, you know, who knows. Yeah, we've been cleared to land. Oh, there you go. So there's the Lincoln Memorial. I don't know what these things are. It hasn't highlighted them. They've presumably all got names. Well, obviously they all have names. But there's a lot of waypoints. There's a lot of... obviously this is the capital, isn't it? This is Washington. Washington, D.C. This is the capital. Oh, there you go. It's the White House. There's the White House. That is where the President of the U.S. stays. And there's the Pentagon. Very nice looking building. Looks like we'll be landing right over the Pentagon. That's cool. This is, honestly, waiting for this approach was all worth the flight. I think, in the end, all worth it. So that we're going to fly directly over the Lincoln Memorial and then turn right to fly the rest of the approach then into the airport. This is the river visual. This is a really cool little approach. We're going to hand fly the approach, you know? Let's hand fly it. Have a little bit of fun. So we're going to see the Lincoln Memorial. There we go, flying directly over it. Look at that. That is cool. It's reasons like this I play this game. Oi, we're a bit high up. Because that is runway 19 down there, like this. Back off on the throttle. Full flaps. Yeah, we're going far too quickly. This is a bit of a mistake, isn't it? I've focused on the scenery so much. Yeah, the airports look really poor quality. It's weird. They don't normally look like that. There we go. Yeah, this looks like we're approaching St. Bart's now with an approach angle this steep. What is this? But yeah, look, when we're at 800 feet and the airport still looks, you know, quite pixely. Oh, there we go. It's starting to load in now, actually. It looks alright now. Weirdly, amazingly, we've actually got the speed down to something I'd consider okay. So I guess this thing loses speed quite easily. We've gone full flaps, I guess. But this thing does lose speed surprisingly easily. Yeah, it's been a bit of a weird approach, and then we'll let the plane float down then from here. That's how you land a Cessna. Or something like this. You basically just hover it above the ground until it stalls out the sky at a very low altitude. There we go. And there we are. In the end, about an hour and 40-minute video. That's actually about... It's only a little bit over what I expected in the end, actually, so that's okay. Let's just stop it there. And there we go. It actually just saves automatically. You can see there. Overall flight time, 1 hour and 27 minutes. So, not bad. Actually, it got time wrong. Right now, where I am, it's 9:05. And this is saying we landed at 8:58, so we bent time, guys. We actually broke time. I don't know how. I'll ignore that. Anyway, pretty successful flight that. Took about an hour and a half, just over. I don't know why. Yeah, we broke time. Interesting. Right, and there you go, guys. I hope you really enjoyed that one. I know it's a bit of a long video, maybe a bit longer than I would have wanted it to be, like 10 or 15 minutes, but, you know, I didn't really want to split it into 2 parts. Hope you really enjoyed this video. Hope to see you in the next one, and bye-bye!